Are you tired of being weighed down? Have you fallen asleep on your health? This is your wake up call with my dad, Keith, my husband, Kyle, and me, Ashley.
Good morning, everyone. It is day 75, and this is your wake up call. Glad that you're with us this morning. It is day 75. It's a Friday, which means that's Focus Friday, which means we take a different look at different topics, a thought, an idea, and we just kind of talk about how that can help us be better in our journey. So what is our idea this morning?
All right. The quote that I found for us to talk about today is, if the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal. If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal.
Adapt, overcome, and change. That's immediately what comes to my mind.
Yeah.
Where a plan is, the plan never. When we make plans, we make it with the best ideas in mind, or the best of intentions in mind,
Yeah.
and it doesn't always quite work out that way. So we have to be willing to be flexible enough to change, but never lose sight of the goal. Whatever gets us there in the end, because that's where a lot of people go wrong. And I'm just speaking from personal experience. That's where I've gone wrong in the past. Like, I have a plan, and maybe we don't really think about it, our goal or whatever it is, in the best of terms. We do think about it in the best of terms, but we don't think about all the variables.
Yeah, sometimes we get a little unrealistic in our plans.
P90X, like I bought P90X one time. I'm walking into this thing and like, I'm going to do this, and it's going to help me lose all kinds of weight, and I'm going to, be set up to da-da-da-da-da. And what ended up happening was I couldn't even get through the warm-up, so guess what happened? I lost sight of the goal, and it all fell to the wayside, and so then I had spent this money on P90X, and I really couldn't use it. So
P90X is a workout regimen for people who are already in shape, and they just gets you in better shape. It's not necessarily a good place for an obese person to start, and they try to make you think, oh, this is for everybody. No, it's not. You might get there one day, but it's not for everybody, not right now.
Not everybody can swing that. So, but anyway, so that, that's kind of my thoughts on it, is we just have to be willing to be flexible on the way that we attack it, and be willing to adapt if it doesn't work out. So that's my thoughts.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've been in the training business for a while, and we'll do personal training, we do group training, seminars, that type of thing. And we always, when we're talking to people about training regimens or how they need to train, we usually come up with a template for whatever they're trying to achieve. And we give them, a range of sets and reps and whatever to do, every day, or, whatever exercise we have them doing. But we always tell them that it's a template.
Yeah.
What we're giving them is a template, and this is what you follow, but on a daily basis, you're not exactly going to do the set and rep range that we prescribe.
Right.
In other words, you're going to have to change some days. Some days you're going to feel good. You may want to do a little more. Some days you're not going to feel so good, or you just can't do what is on the template.
Right.
Yeah.
So this whole thing, going back to your quote, and the whole thing we're trying to do is, on a daily basis, you have to adapt to how you feel and all the variables that you're going to come across, and use your plan as a template. You're going to have to change a few things. Usually it's not going to work out just like you write it down.
Yes.
So anyway, that's my thought process on that quote.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And so many times people, and this is myself included, we get into this thought process of, I can't, I can't do that. I'm tired today. I can't. Or we have a plan written down, like y'all are saying, and we don't succeed at that thing on our list, that thing on our template. And instead of adapting to doing something that I can do, sometimes I just give it up. Just because you can't get to that part of your list as quickly as you thought you could doesn't mean that you can't dial it back a little bit and then move forward again and then reach it later. I have a weight loss goal. That's not going to change. But what I am going to have to do is adapt my life and my exercise and my diet as I go along, as my body changes. It's not going to be the same. I can't get up and do the same exact thing every day and eat the same exact thing every day and still get the same exact results every week. Well, that's just not going to happen. My body's going to get stronger. My weight is going to go down. And the things that I did 75 days ago would not work for me today. Like 75 days ago, I did a walking video with Leslie and barely made it a mile, and it was rough. I was sweating, I was out of breath, and I was proud of myself that I made it a mile. 75 days later, I get up in the morning and I walk around the neighborhood for 3 miles. And sometimes I sit on the porch and I get out and walk another one. Sometimes when Kyle comes home, I get out and walk another one. And then I'll do another video at night. I've been walking anywhere from 3 to 5 miles, sometimes more, when 75 days ago, I could barely get through a mile in the air conditioning in my living room in front of my TV.
Yep.
So now walking a mile is nothing. That is not a workout for me. It is not putting my body under any kind of stress. And so I've already, even the short amount of time that we've started, I've already had to adapt and change my plan to get towards my goal. And I fully expect it to keep on changing. You just gotta keep on tweaking what you're doing as you go to keep on getting results.
That's right.
Yeah, that's really all there is to it. I mean, the quote itself speaks for itself. Just because, you may not be getting to your goal as fast as you think, don't give up. You have one bad workout or you eat one bad meal, don't give up. You may have messed up in that moment, but what we've talked about many times before is that your moments build on top of each other. So you mess up, right? You eat a bad thing for lunch. Well, you got an option here. You can let that be a moment, or you can build on that moment and eat something bad for dinner. Well, then what happens? Well, I've eaten bad for lunch and dinner yesterday. I might as well eat another bad meal. Or, well, I skipped my workout yesterday. I guess I'll skip it today.
Yep.
No. That's not what needs to happen. None of us on this podcast are perfect. But I think something that has clicked in my brain this time is that when I mess up, that's a moment. That is not a day. That is not a week. That is not a month. That is not a year. That is a moment. And if I keep that bad situation in a moment and I don't let it grow, then I'm still going to have success on the other side.
Yep.
So, let your moments build up, guys, and let your good moments build up and leave your bad ones at just a moment, and don't let it go any further. Change your plan as you go. Keep on working and never lose sight of your vision and where you want to be.
Totally.
That's what I have to say about that. And I hope this has been some encouragement to all of you listening. I really enjoy the Friday Focus. I've always been kind of obsessed with like quotes and stuff anyway, inspirational quotes, and I have them all over my classroom at school, and I'm a word person, so I really love this podcast. But anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed listening to this, and please subscribe so that you don't miss an episode. We post every single day, every single morning, and we'll be back tomorrow bright and early. I hope that you'll listen. Talk to you later.